Hey guys, welcome to the daily news analysis of 21st of December. The first news is about IIM Bill 2017. Actually, this was a news because Parliament has unanimously passed this IIM Bill 2017 that has granted the Indian Institute of Management the power to grant degrees, which earlier they were only granting postgraduate diplomas. Alright, so through this bill, guys, IIMs would now become the institute of national importance, and the few of the powers has been given to the boards of institutes of IIM. Those powers are that their autonomy has been increased and they have now the powers to appoint the chairman and director of IIMs, right? Also, guys, they have the power to, these board of institutes have the power to, check the performance, that how the IIMs are performing, and also they have the powers to remove the directors, right? And through this bill, after framing of this bill, it has been said by the government that the accounts of IIMs from now onwards, they will be audited by Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Now, guys, I'm just highlighted this Comptroller and Auditor General of India because this is a very favorite of UPSC. All right, they might ask you that recently. They might ask this news and relate them to the this Comptroller and Auditor General of India, that whether the bill of IIM will be audited by CAG or not. So that option will be correct. All right, so just read about it. Right now, guys, if from now onwards, if any of the rules and regulation that is being changed by either the central government or IIM boards, then those things need to be tabled in the parliament. All right, and otherwise, those will not become any laws in coming future, right? So this was all about this bill. Next news is coming regarding amendments to Companies Act and earlier Companies Act, that is Companies Act 2013, which was earlier being existing. To that Companies Act 2013, around more than 40 amendments will be added. All right, and this Companies Act has recently been, this bill has recently been passed in Rajya Sabha. So let's see about it, guys. It is being said by government that after passage of this amendment act, the governance standards of corporate will be increased. Also, guys, from now onwards, there will be strictly vigilance and actions will be taken if any company is defaulting the loans that they are taking. Right now, it is being said that through all these procedures, the ease of doing business will be increased in our country, as well as the problems which was being faced by SEBI, that is Security and Exchange Board of India, and RBI. They were used to face many problems, due to these flaws in Companies Act. The repercussions were seen in these institutions, that is RBI and SEBI, right? So it is being said that from now onwards there will be harmonization in their work also, and guys, through this amendment, guys, there will be simplification of private placement process, as well as there will be rationalization in the procedure in which loans are being given to the directors, right? So these are few of the news. And also, guys, if anyone is not filling the balance sheet and annual return each and every year, then stringent penalties will be taken by the government, and various actions will be taken against them, right? Next news is regarding Methanol Economy Fund. Actually, Niti Aayog is recently planning to set up a Methanol Economy Fund, which is worth rupees 4,000 to 5,000 crore in order to promote the production and use of clean fuel. Now, let's see about methanol, guys. It is a very clean fuel and a very cheaper than fossil fuel, and it has the prospects that in future it could be used as a substitute of diesel and be commercialized in India, which is still not being commercialized as of now, right? So as of now, India is importing methanol from Saudi Arabia and Iran, and across the world, guys, methanol is seen to be emerging as clean and sustainable transportation fuel for future, and it has a characteristics through which methanol can be blended with gasoline in low quantities and used in existing road vehicles, right? Means the other conventional fuels like petrol and diesel will just get rid of that if we start using methanol, because it is one hand it is cheaper, as well as it is very clean fuel, right? So yeah. Next news is about Hemis Vijay. It is basically an exercise that has been conducted by the Indian Armed Force, guys. And now, where this being conducted? It is being conducted in the desert area of Rajasthan in order to check the capability of armed force. And in this, guys, battle-like conditions will be created so that it will be checked whether our armed force are capable of striking deep into the enemy's territory or not. In the case of any sort of battles pops up. Now, since it is being conducted in desert of area of Rajasthan, so you might know that geopolitically which country we are targeting. All right, but anyways, in article it was written that on general perspective, it is being this Hemis Vijay exercise is being done to check the capability of armed force, right? And also guys, the exercise would test the robust sensors and the shooting grids by employing a vast array of surveillance and air asset network with land-based strategic and tactical vectors, so that we can check our capabilities, right? So this was all about it. Next news is coming regarding Central Road Fund Amendment Bill 2017. Actually, the Lok Sabha has passed this bill, and it basically seeks to amend the previous law, which was Central Road Fund Act 2000, right? Now, through this amendment, what new things has been born, guide? See, the cess, the fund which is being collected by this fund bill, those sets levied and collected will be used for the development of rural roads, national highways, railways, state roads, as well as border area roads, right? And those levies will be collected from high speed petrol and diesel, right? So this was about it. And few of the new other additions are, through this bill, guys, national waterways are being recognized. Those national waterways are being recognized which are being mentioned in National Waterway Act 2016, and those at present we have 111 national waterways, right? Also guys, under the 2000 Act, that is the Central Road Fund Act 2000, the fund can be utilized for various road projects like national highway, state road, and rural road. But this bill provides an addition, like the fund will be also eligible for getting utilized in national waterways. All right, and central government has the power to administer the fund as well as make decision in investment of highways and express projects. So central government is getting the upper hand in this region, right? Through this bill. Next news is coming regarding Saharpedia. Actually, recently a folk art program has been recently organized with collaboration with Saharpedia. That's it. That's why this one news. Let's see about what Saharpedia is, because it has still not came in prelims, so they might ask you. So it is very much important. So basically, it is an open online multimedia knowledge resource on the India's art, culture and histories. Means you will get everything from here, right? And this Saha means Saha. It is basically a Sanskrit word Saha, which means together with. So if you want to search from the Saharpedia, then you can read articles, watch videos and listen to interviews and browse image galleries which are being present in Saharpedia, right? Next news is coming regarding US is planning to raise again in the World Trade Organization solar power issue with India, right? See guys, actually India in 2011 has unveiled our national solar program, right? Through which we have said that since India is really energy shortage in Asia, overall in Asia there is energy shortage, and specifically in India there is a huge energy shortage. So we planned that we will extract energy from sun by using these solar panels, right? Now what is the news, guys? Okay, wait, phone is coming, so I'll receive it later. But now what is the news? Actually the news is okay, I'm totally, my mind has been diverted to that. Let me okay, yeah, so news was India has unveiled national solar program in 2011, and through that initiative we have said that we'll just increase the production of our solar energy from our solar capacities, right? So that's why the Indian government has kept a provision that if our electricity producers are producing this energy from solar thing, then they have to have local content requirement. Means the solar panels which are being manufactured in India, if they're using those solar panels, then we'll just give some sort of reduction or subsidy on that. That's why after this decision of government, the solar panel export from United States of America to India has got reduced by 90%, right? That's why that time they went to, before 2 years, they went to the dispute settlement body of WTO, and they have complained against India, and the verdict of WTO dispute settlement body was in favor of United States of America, right? So again US is telling that we'll again take this matter to dispute settlement body if the government of India doesn't take much concrete actions, because up till now they are being alleging that we are not taking any actions. But anyways, this was the news and this will continue go on, so we'll also discuss later. Next news is coming regarding no plans to abolish Article 335A and Article 350 of the Constitution as of now, and that has been said by the government. Now let's see what is Article 370, guys. Article 370 gives special status to the state of Jammu Kashmir, which is the northernmost state of India, right? So through that article, the government of Jammu Kashmir gets some sort of powers, like whatever the legislation is being passed by the central government, those legislations are will not be applied to the state of Jammu Kashmir until and unless the Legislative Assembly of Jammu Kashmir allows for it to be implemented in their state, right? So this is the first power, and through Article 35A gives some sort of other powers to Jammu Kashmir, like we as a citizen of India and as a citizen of other states rather than Jammu Kashmir, we cannot purchase any land in Jammu Kashmir, but the people of Jammu Kashmir can do the same in other parts of India, right? So this is totally a kind of a special power that has been given to the people of Jammu Kashmir. As well as Article 35 says that if there is any the daughter of Jammu Kashmir is getting married with the boy of any other states of India, then that daughter will not be eligible in future to purchase any land from Jammu Kashmir, right? But if guy of Jammu Kashmir is getting married with any daughter of any other states of India, then that guy will be totally eligible to purchase land from Jammu Kashmir, right? So these are few of the provisions, and it was been asked by the government whether government is interested in doing away with these provisions or not, but the government has said that no, as of now we are not interested, because the conditions are not conducive, just because of the reasons that we don't have that much required number of seats which are being needed to bring forth this changes, right? Next news is regarding, guys, UPCCOCA tabled and opposition views. Actually, the government of Uttar Pradesh has come up with a bill, with an act, in fact, that is Uttar Pradesh Control of Organization Crime Act 2017. It is same as the act which is there at present in Maharashtra. So government is telling that it could potentially be used. I mean, the opposition don't want to come up with this legislation, because opposition is telling that it could potentially be used as a tool to suppress the rival parties, as well as settle the political vendettas and target the specific communities. By here they specifically targeting Dalit and Muslim minority communities, right? So the opposition doesn't want, but because this act gives special powers to the police to arrest offenders and members of criminal syndicates, but the government is telling that though this will be helpful, this act will be helpful in in reducing the number of mafias and gundas that is being existing in Uttar Pradesh, as well as property acquired through illegal activities will also be seized if this law comes. But oppositions are totally disagreeing that no, they will use to suppress us, we rivals, right? As well as political vendetta and specific communities are probable to be targeted through these acts, so will not be ready to accept this act in our state. Next news is regarding US seeks dignified return of Rohingya refugees to Myanmar. See, guys, firstly I'll tell you the context of it, though we have already discussed it many times, but still, Rohingya Muslims are the inhabitants of the Rakhine region of Myanmar, right? Now, Rohingya are the Muslims people, right? And the government of Myanmar and few factions of Myanmar believe that is the land of Buddhists, so they don't want any Muslim people to inhabit that region, right? And they had been facing, these Muslims had been facing persecution since a long period of time. But in the recent time that has increased to many fold times. Why? Because before few days it was being observed that there was terrorist strike in the army camps of Myanmar government, right? So that's why their government has taken strict actions against these Rohingya peoples, because they allege that the few people from the Rohingya factions are only carrying out these type of terrorist activities, right? So that's why they have taken a huge charge, and they have devastated their houses and all, and literally there was genocide occurring in Myanmar, right? So that's why this was the news. And recently, you know that China has mediated between Bangladesh and Myanmar. China has said that those refugees must be taken back by the Myanmar under the few conditions they have kept. So we'll not go to that extent, but they have given a 3-step solutions regarding that, China. Right now, the US has said that okay, we also want the refugees to return to Myanmar from Bangladesh, because the government of Bangladesh is also facing many huge pressure, right? Because resources are very getting crunched, right? But anyways, US is telling that okay, this return must be done, but that must be dignified and voluntary. All right, it must not be forced, right? It's not that okay, we are returning them, then again they will face genocide there. The condition must be calm, the condition must be cool. The government of Myanmar must be first consulted, then only decisions must be taken. I mean, this is the calm behavior of US that is being showing. But anyways, this was in news, guys. Next news is coming regarding Security and Exchange Board of India. Now, why this was in news? First of all, actually SEBI is suspecting a company to be shell company, that is Pincon Spirit Limited. So we don't need to go to what is the name of that company and all, but we'll just look about what the Security and Exchange Board of India is and what does it do, right? So it is basically a regulator of security market of India, and its headquarters is in Mumbai, and it has been established in 1988. Remember, it has been established in 1988, but it has got statutory status in 1992 after the passing of SEBI Act 1992. And what does it do, guys? It inspects the books of account and call for periodic return from recognized security exchanges, and SEBI has to be responsive to the needs of 3 groups which constitute the market. Now, who are those groups? The issuer of the security, those companies who issue security, the investors, means the people like us who invest, right? So SEBI, the work of SEBI is to look forward that okay, whether the security exchanges are going cool or not, whether the company is dodging something or not, right? So that is the work of SEBI. And also the market intermediaries. Market intermediaries, by here I mean, I'll just give you an example of P notes. Now, in P note, what happened is high net worth individual of foreign countries invest in India, right? They don't invest directly, they invest by taking route of these intermediaries. Now these intermediaries purchases securities for them and give benefit to them, right? And in between they just keep some sort of charges also. But I mean, these are the intermediaries. So the work of SEBI is to have a look on these people, right? So this was all about it of today's news, guys. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care. And guys, in comment section below, in description in fact, the link for geography optional classes are given. So if you at all want to look onto the class, or if any of your friend wants that, so you can refer them those link, and those things are actually available in Unacademy, which is available totally free of cost, right? So you can avail it from there, right? So bye bye, guys, take care.